Now let's talk about the Maui fires. Now this is happening among many other disasters across the world, and people are waking up in droves. And what I mean by that is that you're questioning the narrative. You're questioning what you're being told. And when Jesus says, let those who have ears, let them hear, this is literally playing out before our very eyes. Because, as I've said before, we're in a period of awakening. We're in a period for which you, spiritually speaking, you're allowing a physical catalyst of an event, of some circumstance, politics, social issues, whatever it is, get you to realize who Christ is, who God is, and then you're coming to a realization of what is happening towards the end times before the coming of Christ. And so for those of you that know what I'm talking about, right, I'm not going to use this video to give you an argument of what the truth is and what, these videos and these clips and this evidence is saying about whatever is happening on the ground. What I'm here to tell you is big picture, which is that if you're researching, if you're questioning, if you're still in a position where you think you're going to just watch CNN, you're going to watch what BBC and these big news outlets are telling you about how many deaths there are, what's really going on, and then they're just labeling certain things conspiracy, they're labeling certain things as, oh, those guys are just, nobodies, don't listen to those guys. Because, yeah, they may live there, they may have recorded some things, they may be harassed, and whatever is happening, right? These guys, if you do grassroots research, meaning that it's coming out of those that are on the ground and they're telling you, and you have to sift through certain things, right? There are some bad actors. There are some people that are making stuff up. There are others that are literally telling you, no, this is not what the media is portraying it out to be. There's more things. There's these trees that are not being burnt. You're seeing certain things for which, is it really a natural thing? Or was there some, weapon? And again, I'm not purporting anything. I'm just asking questions too, just like anybody else. But I have my thought. I'm not going to share it on this video, but the point is that you're asking questions as opposed to you are just digesting what they're saying, what they're telling you. Hey, believe this. It was just a wildfire. Don't worry about it, right? As opposed to being skeptical, because like I've said before, as we move to the end times, it's going to be very easy. It's very clear cut. Here's the problem. They made it up. They're going to give you a solution, and they're going to say, hey, why don't you just eat this? Why don't you just inject this? Hey, why don't you just take this action? Believe this, have this opinion, think in a certain way, because that's what everybody else is doing. And this is how you've got to move, because this was the problem. These are the racists. These are the haters. This is the enemy. We're going to tell you who the enemy is. We're going to tell you what the story is. And then you have to believe the opposite. And so that's why right now, if you're actually doing more research and you're questioning, right? Even from 5 years ago, many people, they would have taken the Las Vegas shooting. They would have taken any other disaster or some tragedy, and they would think, oh, Sandy Hook, oh yeah, I guess that's what happened. I guess I'll just go to bed now at peace with what the story is, as opposed to questioning what they're telling you, questioning their narrative. Because right now, from what I see, there's a lot of things that are coming out. And again, I'm not going to break down everything, all the shady contracts and the shady things that the laws that were passed with those that have owned land, and FEMA and all this government stuff, and whoever taking things away if there are certain things that happen, and then come to find out the next day or the next week these things happened, and if you do research, right, there are shady things that were passed and that were done right before this fire took place, and there were people supposedly in trucks, in government gear or something all around, monitoring how this was going down. They're clearing things out. They want to build high rises. These people that were living in Lahaina specifically, among other places, they were holding out on their property. They didn't want to sell their land. They were natives to the country or to the island. And I mean, there's a lot of things coming out, right? And there's a lot of footage coming out about some things being avoided, some things being burnt. You're seeing trees not being burnt. So again, I'm not going to break down stories and clips and all that stuff in this video. The bigger picture message here is that as more news, as more events, as more things come out, ask yourself, is this a false flag event? Is this something that they're doing to introduce whatever agenda they want to introduce? Are they trying to provide a solution to an unavoidable problem, and then you're forced to take it and move along with the flow of what they want you to do? Whatever that is, I'm telling you, more people are waking up, more people are seeing it. And as you're seeing other events come to pass, and again, Matthew 6, or rather 24, and you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And so I'm telling you, those that have ears, let them hear, and others, as you know, it says, and again, I'm not here to convince you. If you want to believe what you want to believe, the Bible talks about that. They're going to have itching ears. They're going to go and do whatever they want. They're going to have hardened hearts. And then others that are waking up, you know what I'm talking about, because you're awake, just like I'm awake, and you're questioning things. You may not have the full story, but you definitely aren't going to just give the benefit of the doubt to CNN, to NBC, and these guys that are telling you, hey, we're the good guy. Let me just tell you what to believe and what the footage is, because they're not being comprehensive. They're not telling you the full story and what's going on. So this is among many things happening, guys. I'm only picking this out because it's a topic, hot topic. Everyone's talking about it here, especially in the States. But there are other things happening across the world. You're seeing, I don't know, these light beams. I mean, I'm not even going to say this is some kind of weaponry, but footage coming out. Is it real? Is it fake? Who knows? We're questioning everything. But these things are happening. You're seeing fires and different weather patterns all over. They want to push climate change. They want to push certain things, and they're telling you, hey, this is the problem. We're making the problem, right? And then here's the solution. Accept the solution. So think deeper than at face value. Think deeper than what's going on, because as it gets worse into the end times, again, it's going to get better before we have the tribulation, which I believe is still a long ways away. Be aware, be awake of who Christ is, who the devil is, his agenda, and how we need to be saving souls. We need to be sanctifying, growing people, discipling people, and making sure that most people are aware of Satan's devices, that they are aware of who Christ is, that you must have a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ before the end. So love you guys. Be blessed, be encouraged. Talk to you guys very soon.